What's up guys, Eric Psykik here, and today I'd like to show you guys a spawn I've been hunting on my paladin recently. The spawn is great profit, good experience, right next to a protection zone and a shop to refill, and it's so open that even if other people are hunting here, you can find your own spot to kill some monsters. Welcome to Roshamuul Depot. To get to the spawn, you're going to want Roshamuul as your hometown. If you've done that, getting here is as simple as self-teleporting. I find the easiest way to do this is to use the sheep in the Thighs farm, but if someone messed that spot up, then you can always suicide in the PvE arena, although it will cost you a couple thousand gold. If you don't have Roshamuul as your hometown, you're going to have to run all the way here across the plains of Roshamuul. I did this as a 150 paladin with a friend running by me, but be warned that it is extremely dangerous. Either ask a high level paladin or knight to escort you, or pray to the gods you don't get trapped up against a wall. Once at the depot, you can make Roshamuul your hometown by stepping through this teleporter to the northwest. You can get back to Thighs by heading up the stairs to the north and stepping on the carpet. To start off, I'll show you the northeast side of the spawn, which is my preferred hunting area due to the 4 silencers that spawn there. The reason why I choose to hunt the silencers is because of their claw drop, which is used for the tier 2 or tier 3 mana leech imbuement. Depending on your world, these claws can fetch a nice price on the market. On Phidera, for example, the claws can go for as much as 8.4k a piece, which is like an extra rare drop, and with a 16% drop chance according to Tibia wiki, you're looking at a few claw drops each hunt. If claws aren't worth much on your world, then you can always focus more on the south side of the depot, which doesn't have any silencers I believe, but the silencers also have the best experience to HP ratio of the 3 monsters around the depot, which makes them the best choice for maximizing experience per hour. If you do decide to hunt the south side, you'll face Choking Fears and Retching Horrors. I would either hop the protection zone or just use a normal diagonal energy wall to hunt down there, since there doesn't seem to be any notable walls to make the monsters diagonal. The best spot I could find that is still somewhat convenient is over here to the west, that way the monsters at least have to diagonal past the log, which buys you time to cross the energy wall. Since Silencers and Choking Fears both move pretty fast, I prefer to hunt the northeast with energy walls. If you're unable to do so because of your world type, there are different objects you can run around, like this wall here in the center right, or these rocks to the north. You can also hop in and outside the PZ if you're really swamped with monsters. The best energy wall placement I believe is this rock on the north side of the building. You have to shoot the rock from the southeast or else the wall won't be placed right. Once set up, I then lure the monsters from the east, wrap around the rock to force them to diagonal in from the north, and then walk back and forth over the south side to keep them busy while staying in Exori's sand range. All of the monsters here are weak or neutral to holy, so you're going to want to keep them close so you can get in the extra damage. The route I follow to maximize silencers is to kill the 3 that spawn to the east, then head north and kill a Choking Fear or 2, and then there's a 4th silencer right to the north. Since the silencers don't spawn on screen, you're going to have to kill other monsters while you wait for them to respawn, which means pulling them back to your energy wall spot to make sure you aren't blocking their 3 spawn to the east. I usually just pull monsters from the north because sometimes the ones from the southeast will poof if brought all the way to the energy wall. Keep in mind that sometimes the silencer will spawn to the southeast as well. If this happens, I just walk up to the south side of the area here and can usually lure it, but sometimes you'll get a Choking Fear on you as well. That's really all there is to this area. I think I only need around 8 or 9 monsters to keep the spawn in a continuous loop, and silencers are 4 of those. All of the monsters drop good loot, but the Retching Horrors give the worst experience for their hit points, so focusing on Choking Fears and silencers is the best strategy. While silencers don't hit very hard, Choking Fears have a pretty nasty ranged attack in addition to their melee. Beware of combos exceeding 1000 damage. If you happen to get 2 monsters on you, use energy walls to keep them away, or jump in the protection zone if you can't. You don't need any special equipment to hunt here, but I think a garlic necklace does help reduce incoming damage, at least from the Choking Fears. I'd recommend you to be at least level 150 to hunt here as a paladin, since some of the monsters can hit 1000 damage easily. I won't recommend any particular skills or supplies, since imbuing now kinda makes everything different, but thanks to Tibia 11 you can see my stats and imbuements I'm using over on the right. On my paladin I've got Mana Leech and Critical Strike, both tier 1 on my bow, and tier 1 Mana Leech on my helmet. Unfortunately, since Tibializer isn't usable, or at least it shouldn't be if you have Battle Eye running, I didn't come up with any exact numbers for this hunt, so I had to do a lot of guesstimating. Bear with me until we get the official Tibializer built in this year's summer update. The experience per hour here on Green Stamina is around 550 to 600k an hour. Since it's a 1x1 spawn, this number is highly dependent on your skills, so you may get lower numbers if you have lower skills than my paladin. I came out with like 100k profit last time I hunted here, with 24k of that being 3 silencer claws, and in other hunts I've had more claws than that, so the spawn is extremely profitable depending on your world. I know on Dolaire at least claws are only worth 2k a piece, so your mileage may vary. Besides that, the monsters all drop a lot of rares, so you shouldn't have a problem making a good profit. The last thing I want to mention is that you can sell most, if not all, of the creature products right here below the depot, and you can even refill your potions and arrows at the same NPC. Unfortunately, he doesn't sell energy walls, so make sure to stock up on those if you don't want to have to come back a second time. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. I've been playing my paladin a lot recently, so I may make more hunting videos on this character as well as some boss videos if I can get in some runs. I'm eagerly awaiting retro hardcore PvP this summer as well, so stay tuned for more content. I'll see you guys next time.